In 1983, America was on the edge of political change. A 41-year-old civil rights activist from Chicago was preparing to do something unprecedented, launch a campaign for President of the United States. That man was Reverend Jesse Jackson. Long before his historic 1984 presidential run reshaped Democratic politics, the Associated Press profiled him as a preacher, activist, visionary, and one of the most polarizing figures in American public life. Today, we look back at that moment when Jesse Jackson was preparing to challenge the system and redefine what political leadership could look like in America. Jesse Jackson's rise before the 1984 presidential campaign in 1983. Reverend Jesse Jackson was preparing for what would become a historic 1984 presidential campaign at just 41 years old. The Chicago-based civil rights leader was already a nationally recognized activist, preacher, and founder of Operation Push. Jackson described his mission as prophetic, comparting his spiritual calling to figures like Jesus, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. Driven by faith and a sense of duty, he believed he was meant to challenge political power and give hope to marginalized communities. Known for his powerful, rhythmic speeches, Jackson energized audiences with messages of perseverance and self-determination. His slogan-driven style and call and response preaching made him one of the most compelling public speakers of his time. After working closely with King during the civil rights movement, Jackson founded Operation Push in 1971 to promote economic empowerment and educational excellence. By the early 1980s, he was organizing voter registration drives and speaking out on national issues such as jobs, defense spending, and economic justice. His potential presidential bid sparked mixed reactions. Supporters praised his vision and leadership, while critics questioned his organizational abilities and political timing. Yet Jackson remained firm in his belief that leadership and genius were not limited by race. Even before officially declaring his candidacy, Jackson had already influenced the Democratic Party's approach to race and voter inclusion. His 1984 campaign would ultimately mark a significant milestone in American political history, expanding representation and reshaping the national dialogue. Jesse Jackson's 1984 presidential campaign would go on to make history American politics and expanding the national conversation about race and representation. Looking back at this 1983 profile, we see a man driven by faith, ambition, and an unshakable belief in his mission. Love him or question him, his impact on American political history is undeniable. If you enjoy historical political stories and deep dives into pivotal moments, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more coverage. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.